you think of Gallo, you might think of cheap jug wines made in Modesto, smack in the middle of California's arid Central Valley. But Gallo is changing the face of their business, and in more ways than one. A third generation of Gallos have taken control of the family business, moving into uncharted territory, the production of high-end wines.
The wine industry, I couldn't imagine being in any other business. It's just, I love it, and I think the part of it, and I think the reason my family loves it, it's just a part of life.
Wine is life if your last name is Gallo. And for 30-year-old Gina Gallo, winemaking is in her blood. Yes, she's that Gallo, heiress to the largest winery in the world. Her grandfather, Giulio, and great-uncle Ernest founded E&J Winery in 1933, making a small fortune off low-priced jug wines like Carlo Rossi and Hardy Burgundy. Today, the privately held family company with revenues estimated at $1.8 billion is run by a new generation of Gallos who, for the first time, are showing a public face.
I think every family wants their children to do better than their parents.
Gina, the winemaker, brother Matt, the vineyard manager, and 13 other grandchildren run the family vineyards in the graceful rolling hills of Sonoma County, California.
It's very important for our family to have family members participating in all the different areas of this company.
Matt says Gina's area, winemaking, has traditionally been a male-dominated field, but that hasn't stopped her.
She rolls up her sleeves, she gets right in there, and she, I think, she loves it. That's why she does so well.
Gina says she learned it all from Grandpa Giulio, who died 4 years ago.
He was always very supportive, and just a great inspiration for me to be able to work with him. But he was hard. He demanded quality and expected it.
The hard work paid off. Today, Gallo is the dominant wine producer at 53 million cases a year, ahead of competitors like Canandaigua at 33 million and the Wine Group at 20 million cases. But the new challenge is to gain a share of the lucrative higher-end wines with a product line called Gallo Sonoma.
Well, Gallo's been doing it for how many years? If someone can make a $30 bottle of wine, I'm sure they can do it.
Tom Matthews is senior editor of Wine Spectator magazine.
Our sense is that Gallo can pretty much do whatever they want. They have the capital, they have the lack of accountability to shareholders, and it looks like what they want is to make the best quality wine possible.
And what the Gallos want is to stay on top of the market. With jug sales down 40% last year, time is of the essence to carve out a niche with more sophisticated wines.
We probably should have been doing it possibly, 8 years ago, 10 years ago. The reason we weren't is we weren't ready. And you have to really be ready when you're creating world-class wine.
Now they are ready. State-of-the-art operations run 24 hours a day, producing 2 million bottles of wine a month. And just to make sure they haven't ignored any segment of the wine market, Gallo's also introduced a mid-price category with labels like Turning Leaf and Zabacco. Gina believes her family name, like the fine wine they're producing, is only getting better with age.
The proof's in the bottle, people tasting it, and the beauty about wine is if you enjoy it and you love it, you're gonna take it and you're gonna buy it.
Well, just to give you an idea of the size of Gallo wine, 1 out of every 4 bottles bought in the United States comes from their wineries. Numbers are not yet in for the high-end wines, but if history is a guide, Gallo will gain a major slice of that segment as their business matures and their marketing builds a new image.